Hello everyone! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for all of you. Welcome back to our new video. So today's material is about slang. Before we get into our material, firstly I want to explain about the definition of slang. Maybe all of you know about slang and maybe some of them not. So in here I will explain about the definition of slang. What is slang? Slang is conventional words or phrases that express either something new or something old in a new way. And then slang includes not just words, but words used in the special way in a special context too. Okay, so now we are going to get into our material. Firstly, I want to give you 5 examples about the Australian slang that people always use in Australia. First slang is clucky. Clucky. One more time. Clucky. Clucky means or describes the state of feeling that you are ready to have a baby. I have one example for this slang word. I feel this is the right time. I'm so clucky and I'm ready. Now, the second slang. The second slang is daggy. Daggy. One more time. Daggy. This slang means someone is completely the opposite of cool or something that you are uncool or out of fashion. Like you are in some situation and then you see the people at the same time that the people is not exactly like what you're looking. And then you will say like, I didn't want to run into some people when I was looking all doggy and horrible. Now we go on to the next slang. The next slang is piece of piss. Piece of piss. One more time. Piece of piss. This slang means something that really easy to do or really easy to achieve. Like you think everything, you can do it. It's easy. And then you will say at the same time, people think math is difficult, but really it's a piece of piss. Now we go on into our fourth example slang. Cooked. Cooked. One more time. Cooked. Maybe you guys feel that this slang is something like cooking things and you eat that food, but it's not. Cooked means that generally Australian people use this to mean something or someone that is really weird or quirky, like weird things. And then at the same time you see people looking weird and then you will say like, look at that man, he's so cooked. And he seems so confused with something. And you will feel disgust of something. Okay. Now we move on the last slang of the Australian slang. Smoko. Smoko. One more time. Smoko. Smoko is an Australian slang that describes a short period when someone stops work to smoke a cigarette, like short period about 5 until 10 minutes to have a break and smoke a cigarette. And I got one example for this slang. The government planned to ban smoko for its employees. Okay, now we go on to the second slang. I mean the last slang of our material, and it's Canadian slang. So Canadian slang and Australian slang is a bit different because different countries having a different culture. So let's not just talk a lot and then let's get into our material. So The first slang of Canadian is toque. Toque. One more time. Toque. This slang refers to a winter hat as a beanie. You know beanie, right? Like a winter hat that you always use above your head. I got one example for this slang. Hey there, you think I need a toque for the walk to McDonald's? Now, we move on to our second example of Canadian slang. It pronounced A. One more time, A. This slang has two different words in it, which is I and H. Indonesian people usually pronounce this as but Canadian people pronounce this as A. So this slang similar to the phrases like huh, right, and what. I have one example for this slang. We're gonna go tobogganing today, eh? Now we move on to our third example of Canadian slang, which is Timmy's. Timmy's. One more time, Timmy's. Timmy's refers to the fast food or coffee chain in Canada. So typically Canadian people like to having a breakfast in Timmy's, like a fast food things for breakfast, and it's really good, like a donut or something like that. And I have one example for this slang. I'm gonna go to Timmy's real quick and grab me a box of Timbits. In this slang, I have one extra things or note for all of you guys in here doesn't know about Timbits. Timbits is like a donut holes. So the donut having a holes in the middle of the donuts. That's it called Timbits for Canadian people. Now we are moving to our fourth example of Canadian slang. Pop. Pop. One more time. Pop. This is not like a genre of music or something like that. This is kind of like a delicious carbonated beverage that your mom rarely lets you have it. Like a Pepsi or Fanta or Sprite, something like that. And of course, I have one example for this slang. Let's have a pop on the Chesterfield. The Chesterfield in here is a sofa or a couch. So the last example is click. Click. One more time. Click. This slang refers to the kilometers or the unit of length in the metric system equal to 1000 meters. Now I will give you the example of this. There is a moose on the loose. It's about 3 clicks away. Okay, that's our material for today. Thank you so much for watching my video. See ya next time.